really have two different camps in this country right now. We have those who believe that this is a nation that is for, of, and by the people. We have those who believe that this is a nation that is for, of, and by the government.
Dr. Ben Carson out in San Diego looking like he's gearing up for a presidential run. Meantime, you have governors out there, including Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, also looking at it, saying, quote, "I think the best way to counter something from the past is with something new. Americans don't want the worn-out, tired views of the past." Wonder what he's talking about. We're back with the panel. Juan, it's interesting to see how these dynamics are changing in 2016 as the Republicans meet in San Diego, with Mitt Romney looking like he's running, and Jeb Bush looking like he's running, and how that changes the dynamics in the field.
Well, start your engines, gentlemen, and start them early, Brett. This is what's shocking everybody, is it's so early, and you have these two establishment titans in conflict. I must tell you that among the donor class, people are still in shock over the Romney thing. They don't get it. Romney is, in fact, a better and more successful fundraiser than Jeb Bush has ever been, and Romney's people will remind you that, you know, Jeb Bush hasn't run a race in more than a dozen years. But the fact that Romney is serious, I think, has sent tremors through the Republican establishment and the donor class, and meanwhile separated out from what you heard from Carl Cameron earlier, that in terms of the grassroots, there's a great dissatisfaction with both Romney and Bush. They want somebody else. So Scott Walker is, of course, self-serving, somebody new, picking up on this Obama thing about, you know, the new car smell. But the fact is, Scott Walker's speaking a truth for many conservative activists.
I was out in Ohio today, talked to John Kasich. He may be considering a run as well, the governor of Ohio. You have.
Tell you he's going to run?
Well, he's definitely kicking the tires. We're going to have that piece next week. You know, we did the piece about Rick Perry, the governor, former governor now of Texas. You have the list, and we'll put up again our full-screen head boxes, minus Paul Ryan, who just got out. It's quite a possibility.
I agree substantially with what Juan just said. However, Jeb Bush's early maneuverings have sent tremors not only amongst these folks whose faces we're seeing now, but amongst the donor class. The donor class, they're not going to give to more than one candidate. Jeb Bush, Mitt Romney, Chris Christie, they're basically going to appeal to the same class of donors, and I think Jeb forced Mitt, and Mitt is probably going to force Chris Christie to move earlier than he planned on it. But let me say this. I think that the mini failed revolution we saw in the House of Representatives against John Boehner is just the tip of the iceberg. I think there is a substantial appetite amongst the Republican base that votes in primaries for a human being more conservative than the middle of the road represented by Romney, Christie, and Jeb.
Speaking to that, Senator Rand Paul recently, this is what he said.
Some say if you are a moderate, you'll attract people in the middle. But do you lose some people on the grassroots side that lose their enthusiasm and stay at home? And so that is a debate back and forth. I think the last time around we had less Republicans vote in 2012 than voted in 2008. So some have made an argument that we lost some enthusiasm from the grassroots.
You know, a lot of people email Charles and tweet and text and Facebook message that we are spending too much time talking 2016 now. But the thing is that these maneuvers are happening now.
2016 is almost over. These guys have decided, I mean, it was the Bush move. It always happens 2 years ahead of time. It's happened a little bit early because Bush emerged. He obviously is running. But we are in the middle of this. This is not that we are looking way out into the future. This is going to get sorted out. Who gets the staff? Who gets the money? Who gets the front runner status? I think we were hearing from Rand Paul about the establishment and, of course, people on the right. That's why I think there's going to be a push to get one of these new young faces, governors who are extremely conservative and nonetheless have done stuff in the real world. I think Scott Walker's a good example of someone who took on the government unions, hardly a moderate position. He did it well. He sustained about 5 elections as a result of that he won against Union and Democratic money that tried to unseat him. I think there's going to be a push for that. I think there is a lot to be to this argument about old and new faces. There's going to be a real hunger for new.
So do you buy this narrative of the clash of the titans between Romney and Bush and somebody shoots the gap there?
Yeah, they may also cancel each other out, or I do think that Romney's prominence in the polls is an example of buyer's remorse. People think, you know, I wish it had been Romney and not Obama. However, Obama is not running again, so I'm not sure it applies.
I will say one thing. I did get an email today with a poster, and I'll just put it up very quickly before we go to break. It said, "Send the judge to Washington." Draft Judge Napolitano. So officially, are you running?
I am not running.
Okay.
I love my job.
All right. Those emails are out there, Judge. I want you to know that.